When I left, it was just below 60 for silver.
Yeah.
Gold's been going up. I'm a little worried, Tim. That might have been it.
I wanted to get Tim's opinion on a coin idea.
Who will be the first to go back to a gold standard?
What kind of fatherly advice would you give about silver and gold?
Get your Yankees Silver Rounds featuring coin dealer Tim, exclusively online at SD Bullion. Orders over $199 qualify for free shipping. Grab yours today while supplies last.
Two quick things. This video was recorded with Tim last Tuesday before the sudden breakout in silver and gold. I think Bessett's plunge protection team failed to save the bond market this week, and we now have precious metals at their highest levels in 3 months. Second, I have a gold mine sponsor I cannot wait to share with you. Their shares are being gobbled up unlike anything I've ever seen. You have to hear why. But first, let's hear from Tim Marschner of the Coin and Stamp Shop. Yeah, 90%ers. You could tell just by holding them, looking at them, Tim.
Yeah. That much I've been doing pretty much my whole life. We used to go to a beach club in the summertime. And my mother would give me a Walking Liberty $50 because being a coin collector, she knew I wouldn't spend it unwisely. We got a hamburger, a Coke, an ice cream, and I had 10 cents left over to call home in case it was a thunderstorm. The good old days.
Mm. Did it seem as special, though? I mean, that was circulated. That was in people's change, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Every coin has some rare dates, and that's what the big deal is. And the Walking Liberty has the 1916s, the 1921s, the three of those, and 38D for some reason. Those are the ones that are valuable.
When the silver was yanked out, were you one of the ones that said, we're going to hold on to this?
Oh, no. I started college in '64, and my father would call me all the time about my grades, and he'd say the same thing. Oh, by the way, they're taking the silver out of the coins, so don't let a dime, a quarter, or $50 go through your hands that you don't keep. I said, oh, thanks for the tip, Dad. Of course, if I had 50 cents, I'd probably get myself a beer and a slice of pizza.
You didn't listen to him. You didn't listen to your father.
I didn't put any away. I didn't have any money to put away. And I didn't put it. My father put a ton away.
He followed his own advice.
Oh, yeah. He had to put posts under his closet shelf. And then he had these 4 steel boxes, like strong boxes, or what do you call them? And he had lots and lots of silver. Mm-hmm. And so he passed away, and my mother said, why don't you come up and see if you can use some of your father's coins in your store? So I go. And I go, this is going to be, I'm going to have to drop this thing. So I reach up. All 4 boxes were empty. So I told my mother, I said, all these boxes are empty. None of his silver coins are there. And she said, well, he kept good records. So when because she was moving into a condo, she said, when I go through his desk, I'll find out what he did with his coins. So she called me a couple of weeks later, and she said, your father sold all his silver coins in 1980. Now, if I know my father, he sold them at the high. $50 an ounce, guaranteed.
Your dad was smart. Wow.
He was, but he played pro basketball in college. And he put every bit of the money he made. I said, what's the most you ever made playing a game? Oh, he's in a playoff game with $5.
Wow. No CBA, no collective bargaining agreement, no deals with.
There was no NBA then.
With sneakers, no NBA, right?
That's right. He started college at 14, so he was pretty advanced.
People watching right now, what kind of fatherly advice would you give about silver in gold?
Well, the best thing that I've done for the last maybe 50 years is watch the market. You can learn a lot just from watching how things relate to political events, not man-made events, wars, things like that.
Yeah, wars.
And the first time it went out of any kind of pattern was in 1980. And it started with the Hunt brothers cornering the silver market. And the thing about silver and gold, there is a ratio. And the ratio that was established by the U.S. Mint in the beginning was 16-1. And that stuck in people's minds because it really should have been 25-1. And eventually, sometime in the 1830s, they did change the ratio from 16-1 to 25-1. And it stayed that way even today. I mean, if you take the amount of silver in a Morgan dollar, which is the dollar, the one, and the amount of gold in a $20 gold piece, that ratio is 25-1. And that's, he did this not just mathematically, but by observing the market around the world. And the people who created the market were the Spaniards. Thomas Jefferson collected coins from around the world. He collected gold coins and silver coins, and was a student of what the ratio was. In commerce, it was 25-1. But in 1980, everything changed because of manipulation in the silver market. And so what happened to gold? Gold actually had to continue the ratio. It's 16-1. That's why gold went to 800 and silver went to 50 cents. But all those ratios, they didn't deteriorate then because it was very similar in 2011. And it's just that the interference in the markets today is what has got everything.
Has it deteriorated now?
Everything's out of whack. It used to be that if the stock market went up, the metals went down.
Inversely correlated,
Yes.
yes.
And when I started this store, on that whiteboard, we used to put the price at 8:30 in the morning, gold and silver and platinum, and at 1:30 in the afternoon. It wouldn't change. And they used to call that the London fix. London fix was about 1:30 in the afternoon their time. And there wasn't any variation between our prices and their prices.
Even at my age, when I was young, I tracked the Handy and Harmon spot price.
That's right.
Real spot.
Yes.
Remember? In the newspaper.
Yeah, they used to put it in the newspaper. Yeah, but gets good for about 2 seconds now. No reason to put it in the newspaper.
So patience, that's the other thing. Could you speak to that as like a dad to the people watching? How patient should people be when they're considering investing a portion of their wealth as a protection, like a hedge against inflation in gold and silver?
You got to be patient, but if you're not getting any younger, you probably should do it when you have the money.
Yeah.
Right? In that case, being patient isn't going to help you much.
Well, that's patient maybe in getting in, but once you're in, once you have it, should you be patient?
Yeah, well, since none of us can control that market until maybe Basel III gets implemented, I suppose you shouldn't react on the changes.
How you doing?
Good. Yankee, good to see you.
Great to meet you. Wow, have you been watching my channel for long?
Oh, yeah. Watched for many years.
Hey, you don't have anything better to do.
Where are you from?
Indianapolis. We were just talking about looking for a Tim coin, a silver round, and how hot the demand is in Indianapolis for these rounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least you.
At least you, right. And unfortunately, as we've had to say to more than one person, we are out. How many more? How many more are you going to get?
Shall I get 500 this time?
I think so.
But I'm a big SD bullion fan as well. Ordered some stuff from them. Maybe we can go ahead and order and maybe you can ship them out or do that
Yeah, we
for
could
us.
do
Yeah, that'd be great.
What else did you want while you're
Well, I
here?
wanted to get Tim's opinion on a coin I've got.
Ooh.
Going to Snapshot.
Did your dad collect coins?
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. And so did my grandmother, who was, back in the Depression. Yeah, yeah. And when silver was taken out of the coins, pre-65, I guess is what they call it. Yeah. She was collecting all the stuff out of the change, and said that was just one step closer.
This is what Rome did. This is what Greece did. This is what all empires do eventually. They debase our money.
Yeah, and they're currently who's buying the most bonds now?
The American public is buying those bonds.
Oh yeah, you think so?
Not intentionally.
Yeah, right. There you go. There you go. Who will be the first to go back to a gold standard?
Silver's in everything. Silver drops.
Will there be a country that basically goes to a gold standard?
No.
No?
In 1933, there wasn't enough gold in the world to back our currency. If you're going to back our currency, you got to back all of it,
Yeah, good point.
not just a portion of it.
Right.
I keep arguing the fact that at current prices, there is absolutely no way we could back our currency. I doubt that it's going to happen because it would put handcuffs on our government who loves to spend and spend and spend. But the price would have to go astronomically high for it to happen. I don't think it will.
$40 trillion in debt. I mean,
And soon to be 50.
right.
You and I were at the same place when somebody did the math. It was $142,000 per ounce to back our currency.
Yeah, totally. To back it. Yeah, right. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering when will
An old ship.
hard asset based currency show itself?
The BRICS, through the big mouth of Brazil, claim that they're going to be backed by gold. And they have to fractionalize it off the face of the earth, or what, to back their currency. And the BRICS,
Somebody told.
they're not all as strong as they act like they are. And I think the BRICS will not be a thing pretty soon, because Russia's going to go their own way, China's going to go its own way. And I think there are a lot more people when it comes to economies or things in mathematics. The Chinese are way ahead of the rest of the BRICS,
I guess Spain sent
and they don't answer to anybody. And it's countries like South Africa, they have many gold mines, or Turkey has many gold mines. They're the only ones who are adding to their gold reserves. Nobody else is. And the paper price, as the Chinese were talking about a couple of weeks ago, that's for us only. That doesn't involve anybody else in the world. So let's say a country wants to buy some gold. What price are they going to buy it at? The futures price? They're not going to do that. They're not stupid.
The Chinese price?
Chinese price would be a better deal, but I don't think the Chinese would sell them anything.
I think if we were to back our currency with gold, one, the price would have to be much higher, and two, we would need to mine a lot more of it than we have.
You basically don't mine much at all. Somebody with the money of, Elon Musk would have to want to open a mine. They'd have to have a lot of capital behind them.
Right.
And find a piece of ground that the Chinese don't have their eye on.
All right, Tim nailed it. We do need billionaires like Elon Musk to go all in on gold and silver mines. And you know what? I found one. Not Musk, but Howard Marks, one of the top investors in the world ever. Warren Buffett knows exactly who this billionaire legend is. He is the co-founder and co-chairman of Oak Tree Capital Management. Oak Tree Capital rarely, if ever, invests directly in gold stocks. And they just bought an additional 1 million shares this week of Mayfair Gold. They now own 5.5 million shares. This is unheard of. They rarely do this, guys. But Oak Tree Capital isn't the only investor interested in them. I told you, institutions are hoovering shares of Mayfair Gold up. Muddy Waters is a super critical firm that's all about digging deep, turning every stone over, and loves to short stocks. Well, they're not shorting this stock. They just bought an additional $2+ million worth of Mayfair Gold this week. Well, the price of gold and silver were going up. Now, some of these charts I'm showing you may be slightly behind because as of Friday's close, Mayfair Gold has a market cap of over $200 million. It's continuing to climb. So yeah, all week I've been seeing the numbers grow, and it's been super hard to keep up with what's going on with Mayfair Gold. And their CEO just dropped another $400,000 on them recently. That's a 35% insider ownership, with another 20% in high net worth individuals. But why? Why are they attracting such massive multi-million-dollar investments? Well, their resource is the famous Timmins Gold District in Ontario, Canada, that has historically produced more than 100 million ounces of gold. Timmins is ranked the best jurisdiction in Canada, second best in the entire world. They have excellent infrastructure, great services, awesome labor, and access. Shoot, Canada's Route 101 goes right through them. Mayfair Gold is advancing their flagship project, eyeing production in the coming years, which makes them one of the few near-term new producers, certainly in North America. It's also getting so much investment because of timing. Mayfair Gold has a big chance of hitting production. They are right in my sweet spot on the famous Lassonde curve. One of the biggest reasons is their management's strategy. It centers on what's called provincial permitting. That's a super smart, fast-track way to help Mayfair Gold reach production as early as 2030. And once those provincial permits are in hand, the hidden value that key shareholders like Oaktree and Muddy Waters see is that by receiving federal permits, 3 times as much could be ultimately mined. So Mayfair Gold's management team really knows their stuff. They've actually built mines. They've spent valuable time with successful companies like Detour Gold, Barrick Gold, Kirkland Lake Gold, which build and run some of the most profitable gold assets ever in the same jurisdiction as Mayfair's project. So those are the reasons. That is why I'm so excited, and that's why everybody seems to be buying up their shares. Guys, I really think this might be the absolute best mining stock I have ever profiled. I've been waiting for a pre-production junior like this one for literally years, and they're on the New York Stock Exchange. That means any trading platform works with their ticker symbol, even Robinhood. So write down their ticker. It's really easy. It's MINE, mine. Please research them with the links in the description below. You're going to be really happy you did. Thank you so much for giving me a few minutes to share this exciting news about Mayfair Gold. Let's get back to Tim and friends in the coin shop. I just got back from Colorado Springs to be specific, and I panned for gold. Have you ever panned for gold, Tim?
I have, yes, with my own pan. And when I was in Georgia, we went to Dahlonega, and they have all kinds of setups where you can, you get one shovel full, and there were flakes in every shovelful, so it was pretty interesting. So you got your gold, your quota, within about 5 minutes.
So when I left, it was just below 60. It's now 64 for silver.
Yeah.
Gold's been going up. I'm a little worried, Tim, that I might have missed the bottom here. That might have been it.
You just look at the chart, goes down, and then all of a sudden there's a big buy. And I mean a big buy because it goes up substantially with futures contracts. Mm-hmm. And if they can force it up a couple of dollars and sell at that price and then buy it back at a lower price, they make pretty good money.
You think you're seeing more buyers or sellers right now?
We're still seeing more sellers.
More sellers.
Yeah. And that's just because it went up shortly. I mean, both gold and silver went up over the last, week or two?
It seems like it could have been oversold, though, at this point. Maybe it's turned the corner. Maybe it's headed much higher.
If I talk to the wholesalers about how much they're bringing in, they're still getting buried. silver mostly.
Mm-hmm.
But their prices to buy gold are even lower than they should be. So the market isn't back to where it should be yet.
Did you drag someone out here with you?
Yes, my brother from Chicago and his wife.
Hi, brother from Chicago.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to
And
meet
see
you
the face
too.
behind the camera. It's
Hello.
amazing.
Thank you for coming out. This is
Had to
awesome.
stop by Mecca of coins here. So.
Oh, right. You
Yeah.
made your pilgrimage to see.
Exactly. I've made it.
Life
yes,
is
I've
complete.
officially. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can move on now. Yeah.
So, are you guys stackers, gold and silver?
I am, yes.
I am still thinking about it, to be honest.
Okay, so you're on the fence.
I am.
Okay,
I am.
you listening to your brother?
A little, yes. I just remember back in the old days when gold got up to like $700 or $800 an ounce back in the, I guess it was 82, 83 range, and after that it went down quite a bit. Exactly, and as a result of that, I've been kind of leery of it. So I'm just thinking about it right now.
Well, if there's only one thing we can count on, the government's going to spend more money. So
Yes.
they'll print away. So
Yeah, they can't stop spending.
yeah,
That's what's going to end up
yeah,
happening.
yeah. They're going to continue, and when they do the next round, it'll be
Much worse.
yeah, agreed.
You look at it probably as an investment, and you want to see an ROI
Absolutely.
in fiat currency.
Exactly. Kind of old school, if you will. That you just want to, if you do buy it, you want to make sure that you're going to make a good return and you don't want to get burned on the downside.
You're buying to sell.
Exactly. Yes, ultimately.
Ultimately. I don't know if you have that same perspective, but that's not mine. I look at it as insurance, and I never sell my insurance. I never want to have to use my auto insurance. You know, even though it's there. I'd be crazy not to have it, but I don't want to need it. So when I look at gold and silver, I don't look at them as a way to make money. I look at it more as a way to preserve the wealth I might have, my purchasing power against inflation, against crazy governments and out of control central banks.
Yeah, no, I would agree. And just we were talking about that earlier about Besant buying the Japanese yen, buying the treasuries to get the money to, instead of allowing it to go through the market, they're dealing behind the scenes to keep it away from the market.
I don't think that's going to change. We're in a bond market crisis right now. It's getting a lot worse. So I don't know if it's going to be solved by, a digital currency that is backed like the stable coins. Yeah. So can you imagine stable coins being propped up by the Treasury? Wouldn't that be a great way to prop up our debt?
Well, that's certainly what they're trying to do with everything that's moving that direction. Genius Act.
Yes.
It's just sad that the right thing to do would be to back it with a hard currency and keep government accountable. And Lord knows they don't want to be accountable.
Sound of money.
Right.
Okay, let's take a look.
Let's take a look, see what you think of this.
Breaks my heart to sell myself.
There it is.
I bought this, it would have been back in 2020.
An inhaler.
It was in a coin auction.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I really respect Tim's opinion on things based on all your videos, and wanted just to have him take a look at it. I really like it. It's just a beautiful coin.
I have seen them. I don't think we've had any in stock. I may have had one or two.
Do you remember how much you paid for it?
It was right around 1800. Yeah,
How long ago?
yeah. This was 2021 range.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Speaking of gold, what do you think?
It looks to me like it was actually minted in Kremnitz. And I know that after, I guess it's still in 1908. They made them after 1908 with the same date, with 1908. And a lot of them, most of them were probably made in Austria. And I was trying to find out the difference in the mint mark. Kremnitz is that's KB. That's the mint mark on here.
Okay.
I think when they were made in Austria, the mint mark was just a B, but that would also stand for Kremnitz. But they were made in Austria.
Corona?
Yeah, 100 Corona. Yeah,
100 Corona.
that's the same amount as 100 Corona.
That road breaks, how you gonna get out? No one knows you're there.
Same as a Kruger. It's 22 karat.
22.
But it has copper in it. That's why it doesn't use the 98. 98 is actually a pure gold.
It's a beautiful coin.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I was.
You're not planning on selling it?
No. I wanted, like I said, I was hoping to at least get Tim's opinion of it, and just hearing that
It is
kinda
22
helps.
karat, just like the Kruger.
Yeah.
Well, expanded.
Okay. So.
Its value is probably, because it's not one of the top brands, it's not an American Eagle or Buffalo or
Right.
Maple Leaf or even
Somebody on top.
Philharmonic, which is also made in Austria. I think the price is probably in the, let's see, the gold is, it's probably right at the spot price. That would be my guess.
Okay.
Would you have a hard time reselling that if you were to have been selling it to you?
That's a good question, because when people call me to order gold coins, they have a specific coin they want to buy. And I said, well, I don't have any one of those, but I got a 1908 Corona. Who's on that? Franz Joseph.
Who?
No, I'll wait for the Buffalo.
Right, there you go. I'll wait for the Buffalo.
Buffalo's $200 more. I'll still wait for the Buffalo.
Yeah. We'll get autographs from each of you if we could. And we'll go for, that'd be great.
I'm not sure Yankee can spell that, but he does have a clue as to.
It never ends. It just never ends.
I was hoping we'd get a chance to see you. Really.
They are now.
Thank you.
Actually, it's pretty good.
They will be.
Appreciate meeting you. Thank you. And you too, buddy.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.